What's up, guys? Okay. We are starting back on Ruthless this week. Try not to knock stuff over here. Last week we got the forward link and the rear end in. Turned out great. Looks really good. It's all lined up. Now this week we're gonna try and get this front end put together. So let me show you what we got going on. All right, here's the front axle. Got that from a family member, and I was actually with him whenever we went and picked it up there in Chanute. Guy was actually building the Ratrod, ended up taking it apart and selling all of his crap, and this was part of it. So it's got the I-beam front end, got the bars going down, everything's there, disc brake. Lug pattern is 5 on 4.5, so I'm actually just borrowing these wheels. That way we can roll it around, do what we need to do. What we ended up going with, though, is doing a leaf spring on the front. Now, I'm going to tell you something on this leaf spring. You can buy these off Speedway. It's over $100. Or you can go on Amazon or your Ace Hardware, Cleavers, or whichever you guys have, True Value, whatever. And if they sell trailer parts, this is 26 inches eye to eye, and this is rated for 2,000 pounds. And it was $38. So it's going to do the same job. The arch might be a little different than what you get on Speedway, but you know what? For a rat rod, this is going to be perfect for the front end. So I ended up making brackets. We got to put those on there, and they will be holding the spring up. We also got some shackles to bolt onto those to the leaf spring. We got a plate. We still need to figure out how we're going to make the top arch here to be able to actually hold this axle. And also made some brackets to come off the frame to where we're going to bolt those to. And hopefully we can get those welded up, get everything measured out where it needs to, and we will attempt mounting all this up. So yeah, let's get to it. Forgot to mention, I did get my other welder going. I just had to sell a kidney and a piece of my liver to Snap-on, and they traded straight across for that new welding gun. So worked out good. You know, crap is expensive, so whenever you're welding, make sure that you pick your crap up. Or anything, if you're working on anything, pick your crap up. But while I'm telling you that, I'm still not going to. Okay, so we got these welded on the tops, still need to weld the bottom. But before I go any further, I need to make sure that the axle is the same distance far forwards on both sides. We're going to go from the top of the I-beam to into this. Oh, dang, don't touch that at the top. Alright. Top of the I-beam. We are 39 7/8. Now over here, we are 39 and 13/16. So we're 1/16 off. It's not a big deal, but we want it to be perfect. So we're going to take this. We can. Ooh, that's hot too. So we need to come out further on this. We're going to unscrew. Man. unscrew that. Pop it back on. Measure again. $39.78. So that's perfect. That means their axle is true with the frame. So that's good. We'll put this on. Now we can tighten it. I mean, that's it. So tighten those up because that's where they need to be. Alright, well, we got the leaf spring welded where it needs to. We got these hangers put in. Those are 1/4 inch steel. Just cut them out with a plasma cutter earlier and bought some shackle kits and the bolts from Cleavers there in Chinook. So the only thing that I'm lacking is we need to build a mount to go from here to here. And that's going to be also probably at a 1/4 inch or 3/16, but basically just got to make something to connect these leaf springs to that frame. That way, whenever you put all the load-bearing weight onto this spring, it's going to be connected to the frame. So that's something that I will have to tackle tomorrow. I got some steel. I need to bring it up to the shop and use a plasma cutter. We'll get that pattern made out with some cardboard here, and we'll get that puppy welded on. So in the meantime, I'm going to grade my welds. That way you guys don't know how bad of a welder I actually am whenever you see this car in person. So yeah, I'm going to be working on that and probably go ahead and make the template. All right, so yesterday we left off with a couple things. Today I actually made some, I wouldn't say brackets, basically brackets, I guess. And got those made so we can attach the plate to the leaf springs. I gotta weld that up. I already got measured out and everything out here in the sun, so I'm not trying to set my phone up and melt and everything else while I'm trying to do that meticulous stuff. So I do got measured out. It is a dead nut in the center of that frame. Next step, tack those in there, and I need to go find some U-bolts. All right, we got that thing done. Let me show you. That puppy is welded on. Only thing I'm lacking is a set of U-bolts. Get the U-bolts on there. This puppy, front end is basically done. Minus steering, but you know, that'll come later on. Yeah, so this thing, actually, it's a rolling chassis now. That's pretty neat. So, from sitting at the end of a wash, creek bed, you know, up to the doors in just clay and mud and just crap. We got her slapped on the chassis and really need to work on mounting the body now. May do that next week, but this thing is looking stout. So obviously the ass end is going to sit up a little bit higher. We are going to go with some different rear tires and wheels. Just haven't found a good combination yet. And cost efficient. We haven't found that neither. But front end is a massive undertaking, so that's cool that we got it done. I am kind of skeptical about a couple things. I feel like these mounts are not going to work forever. I do need to go ahead and get the mount that goes through the arm there. I mean, hell, that can be done later on though, you know, it's no big deal. And I'll just cut those mounts off of the bottom of the axle, but built it up in my head, didn't really go how I wanted it to, so that's something that we can change later on. But we will test it out and see if it works like that. So now that it's feels like over 100 degrees here and on the verge of having a heat stroke, and I really don't want to lose my figure, so I can't be burning this many calories. That was a joke. FLL, you guys can't take one. But yeah, so that's gonna end off this week. And like I said, I'm gonna get U-bolts. We'll get that bolted in. That's no big deal. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully next week we can step into a little bit different stuff as far as mounting the body and kind of going along with crap like that. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.